The last thing I saw before the door sealed shut was a photograph. On the wall of that cabin, a family, a mother, a father, 2 small girls. All of them smiling, all of them facing the wrong direction. I've been camping my entire life, 31 years. I know the sounds of the dark. I know what animals do and don't do at night. What happened in Harlow Ridge was not an animal. It was October, the tail end of hiking season in the Appalachians. Most trails were empty. Most campgrounds were closed. That was exactly why I chose it. I'm a high school teacher, 8 months of noise, questions, problems that aren't mine. By the time fall break came, I needed something simple. Just me, my pack, and 3 days of silence. I drove 4 hours from Nashville, parked at the Harlow Ridge trailhead just before noon. The ranger station was locked. Off-season. A laminated sign on the door said, "Facilities closed October 15 through April. Enter at your own risk." I laughed at that. I actually laughed. The first day was perfect. 6 miles in, set up camp near a creek, built a fire, ate, slept hard. I didn't dream. The second day I found the cabin. It wasn't on any map I had, no trail marker, no sign. It just appeared. Through the trees, maybe 40 meters off the main path, old wood, a rusted tin roof, one window dark. I told myself, don't go in. I went in. The door wasn't locked, it wasn't even fully closed. It shifted inward with one push, and a smell hit me immediately. Not rot, not mildew, something sweeter, like old wood and pine resin, and something else underneath, something I couldn't name. One room, a rusted cot frame in the corner, a table with 2 chairs, an empty lantern hanging from the ceiling beam, and on the far wall, that photograph, framed, behind glass, a family portrait, black and white, so maybe the 1950s or 60s, a man in a flannel shirt, a woman beside him, 2 girls around 8 and 10 years old. They were posed naturally, except none of them were facing the camera. They were all turned slightly to the right, towards something just outside the frame. I told myself it was an old photography quirk. I took a photo of it on my phone, and I left. That night, back at my camp, I couldn't sleep. It wasn't fear, not yet. It was more like a thought I couldn't finish. Something about the photograph kept pulling at me. Around 2 a.m., I heard something in the trees. Footsteps, or what sounded like footsteps. Slow, irregular, like someone testing the ground before each step. I told myself, deer, raccoon, black bears, they were common out there. But bears don't stop right outside your tent and stand there for 9 minutes. I timed it on my watch. 9 minutes of whatever it was. Breathing. Then nothing. Morning came. I packed up, told myself I was done. I got lost on the way back. The trail I came in on, at the same trail I'd walked just yesterday, was gone. Or rather, it looked different. The markers were wrong. The creek I'd camped by was on the opposite side. My compass needle just kept spinning. 2 hours of walking, 2 hours of what felt like the same 200 meters looping back on itself. And then I found myself back at the cabin. The door was open wider than I'd left it. The photograph was different. Same family, same framing, same black and white grain, but the 2 girls were no longer in the picture, not blurred, not removed, just absent, as if they had never been there. The space where they'd stood was just background, trees. I stepped back. My boot caught on the door frame. I grabbed the door for balance. And that's when I felt it. The door was warm, not wood in sunlight warm, not friction warm, body warm, like pressing your palm against someone's back, like the door had recently been held from the other side by something that generates heat. I stepped outside. The sky had changed. 4 hours of light left when I entered. Now the sun was already gone. The tree line was black, and there, just at the edge of the dark, maybe 30 meters away, were two shapes. Small, child-sized, standing perfectly still. Not moving, not speaking, just watching. I ran hard, didn't look back, didn't stop. My lungs were screaming by the time I hit what I thought was a trail. It wasn't a trail, it was a road, a fire road, gravel, overgrown, but a road. I followed it for an hour and found my car. I don't know how. My car was parked miles from where I'd been, but there it was, exactly where I left it, like the forest had simply returned me. I drove 4 hours home, didn't stop, got inside, locked every door, sat on my kitchen floor with the lights on, and then I looked at my phone. The photo I'd taken, the family portrait on the cabin wall, 4 family members, mom, dad, 2 girls. Except now there was a 5th figure, standing just behind the father, taller, slightly blurred, like it moved during the shot, looking directly at the camera. I haven't been able to find any record of a cabin at Harlow Ridge. No property records, no historical maps. I've contacted the National Forest Service twice. Both times they said the same thing. There are no structures permitted in that section of the preserve. There never have been. That was 7 months ago. I still sleep with the lights on, not because of the shapes in the trees, not because of the warm door, but because of what I noticed 3 weeks after I got home, when I was going through my photos again. In the 5th figure's hand, there was a phone, pointed at the camera, taking a photo of me. I've never posted this anywhere before. I wasn't sure I wanted to. But if you've been to Harlow Ridge, if you've seen that cabin, that photograph, or those shapes at the tree line, I need to hear from you. Leave a comment below, even if it's just one word. And if you're planning a solo trip into the Appalachians this fall, take someone with you. Trust me, subscribe. There are more stories where this came from. Not all of them are mine.